Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we're going through what ended up being a really good game between Melbourne and Adelaide. I believe Adelaide came from behind. I'm not 100% sure though, as I actually wouldn't know. I know that let's look at this. Yeah, they didn't score in the first quarter and ended up with 8 goals, 8-56 to 7 goals, 4. In the second half, it was 5 goals straight to 6 goals, 4. They really dominated the third quarter, in which Melbourne only kicked a goal, and Adelaide kicked 4 goals, 1. So what a come from behind victory, basically on the back of MARINOFF going crazy in the second half. I mean, she went. If I just quickly look at the stats here up on my screen. What's that? 132 fantasy points in the last 3 quarters is ridiculous, including 93 in the subsequent middle quarters is just ridiculous. Even Zanka here, she had a -6 quarter and still got a ton. That's that's a ridiculous output. And just looking at the stats there, she conceded her 2 free kicks in that quarter, it would be. But yeah, before we get into this video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So, as you can see here, Zanka, 102, 5 goals, 1. That must be the most goals kicked in a game at the moment this season that I've seen. I don't think anyone's kicked 6. There might have been another 5-goal effort. But yeah, Zanka did absolute ridiculous stuff. Obviously, key forward is not going to do this regularly, so don't take it as a... I wouldn't think Zanka's going to do well, but I mean, if you look at her stats... Where is she? Here she is. She's actually done relatively well. Average of 72 now. So, I mean, you could bring her in, but I'm not going to, I don't think. I couldn't even get to that price. She's gone up that much. But yeah, so she did really well with a 102. Hanks, 87, 22, 1 and 7. 3 free kicks, 4, 2 against. Again, sort of high free kick game. I'll look at the stats for it. I wish they had it in the down here so you could see it, but obviously not. Adelaide dominated the disposals in this game, 264 to 219, and the free kicks were 17-14 in Adelaide's favour. You see the hit-outs are very even as well. Tackling, Adelaide dominated that on the back of MARINOFF and Charlton again. So yeah, really good there. Good thing I didn't go Martin, because she was one that was in contention for that forward spot, 48 there, so almost as bad as the likes of Wardlaw, but I guess Martin would have opened up me being able to get a better, would have opened up a better sort of, I could have almost gone Martin and then gone up from Schultz all the way up to Moffat, which would have been probably a better play, but anyway. Hanks, Hoare, Purcell, Mithen, all these girls doing pretty well. 70 is still a pretty good score across the board. Goodrick, 62, looks like she got injured. Gay, 61, West, 60, Mackin, 45, Pierce, 42, Gillard, 39, and now let's look at the stats here. No one doing exceptionally well with disposal-wise. 17, 18, 19, 22, so not any outstanding disposal getters for the likes of... the Melbourne Football Club, as yeah, Hanks was the top with 22 touches, which 15 and 7 split in terms of kicks and handballs, so a good ratio there. MARINOFF's ratio was pretty good actually there as well, and she kicked 2 goals, 1. Wow, she really did all the efforts, and especially because if you actually look at the stats, she did pretty much all of her stuff in the second half. She had a goal in the She did pretty much all her effort in the second half. It was like an 85 or 90 point second half, I believe. 91 point second half there. So nothing much to report from the Melbourne side, to be honest. I mean, Hoare, 18 touches, 2 and 6 was pretty decent. I just missed her. As simple as that. I just glossed over her, and she had that big game which we missed on, and then just didn't sort of, I guess, negligence in getting her in, thinking, oh, it's just a one-off. So I seem to do that quite a lot, which isn't a good habit, obviously. Lampard, I guess it's sort of me not knowing the girls and not putting in that research pre-season to get to know what they would like, what they like, and how and upgrading, etc. But we'll do that next year, I guess. McNamara, Heath, Birch, Lampard, Simon, Golovin, Harris, Mack and Sheriff. And then we move over to Adelaide, and it was the Marinoff and Hatchard show. And yeah, Marinoff, 27 touches, 5 marks, 14 tackles, 153. I mean, has she dropped in price across the year? She's dropped 55k in price, but she was definitely the one to have this year. Absolutely huge from her. Let's just see what's Gardner's actually. Gardner's gone up 94k across the. Was that 194k across the year? So Gardner was the 130 girl to have. 1.3 mil. Sorry, girl to have. Hatchard 116 was huge. Allen, Charlton, Ponta 68. So she was decent in the forward line. Ballard 63. Gold 57. Newman, Thompson, Allen, Kelly. So yeah, they just dominated all round, especially with their two big mids combining for 60 touches, 8 marks, and 19 tackles, and also combining for 4 goals too. Did have a negative differential in terms of free kicks, but that was pretty much the only bad thing that Marinoff did all day, was having the 3 free kicks against. It seems like a 153 that could have easily been a 160, but you're obviously going to take a 153, and I think that's her second huge score of the year. If we look at Marinoff here, Noffy, let's look. Yeah, second huge score of the year, and 4th score of 120 plus, which is absolutely huge for a year. Even in the men's game, if you've got what's that, like 60% hit rate of 120 plus is a really good effort. And in the women's game, that's if you look at it in the men's game, that's the equivalent of like a 145 or something like that. Going 145 would be huge once, let alone going at 4 times in 6. So yeah, just a huge effort from her. Hatchard, Allen, Ponta, Charlton, Ponta, we all talk through these. Jones, Randall, Martin, Goodwin, Bedell, Muller, Waterhouse. And yeah, that pretty much is the video. A short one here, as there wasn't much to go through. We know the stars in Hoare. Zanker's putting up a good effort, and Hoare, that really is it. Paxi was a laid out, which was surprising. But she will hold her price, obviously. And no one else here really from Melbourne that you're looking into. As Zanker is the key forward. Hank, she could to a certain extent. But I mean, she's like a, 950 midfielder, isn't she? Just over $1 million midfielder. She's probably going to dip a little bit, but not too much. And then for Adelaide, it is Marinoff and Hatchard that are the 2 that you need to look up. And Hatchard, I believe, was just outside. Yeah, just outside my price range, which sucked. But anyway, that pretty much is the video there. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next recap, which will be tomorrow. Will be the St Kilda Hawthorn game. Then you have the Port Sydney and the Brisbane Collingwood game. And then I should be able to watch the rest of the games today, which will help in terms of giving a review of them. But that's the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.